Jennings, Bear, Mills, green lights are back on. What has Bates got for Heinrich? Down into turn number 1. Bates dives to the inside. Anthony Bear immediately goes to the outside of Mark Jennings as a head out of 2. That didn't pay off, and now here comes Jacob Mills. Mills goes underneath the Bear, but Bear is committed to the outside, and Robbie Foe wants to follow him through. Bear goes right round the outside of Jennings and back into 3rd place. Jennings back to 4th. Mills has gone back to 6th place as Robbie Foe is on the charge. So we've got national champions everywhere. The national champions are sitting in 1st, 3rd, 4th and 5th place, as now Bear again looks to the outside, now dives to the inside on Lenny Bates as Mills comes back. He goes back underneath of Jennings. Robbie Foe is there, and Heinrich is coming into it too. Bailey Heinrich, then Darren Giacometti not far away. Brad McClure's in the lead group, but it's Reese Heinrich who splits the scene. They're 3 and 4 wide underneath the time clock. Out in front it's Heinrich from Bates and Foe. Traffic jam for the Miners, and Jacob Mills is right in front of us, and the yellow lights have had to come on. He's right up against the wall, and the race comes to another stoppage after 12. Tow truck is on its way. He's led since lap 2. Away and racing. Lenny Bates right behind him as they go around the cone. Down into turn 1. Anthony Bear in 3rd place. Jennings dives to the inside. Around the outside is Robbie Foe. And Bailey Heinrich in the 86 car is driving some sort of a race. As also Brad McClure from position 16 is now up in the lead group and goes around Jennings as well. Darren Giacometti the next car through. But it's Reese Heinrich, the national champion, out in front. They're 3 wide further back, and Brad McClure might be out of commission. He is. Brad McClure is going to retire from the race, and simultaneously so is Morris Ahern as they come into the main straight. Well, 1 out in front, but look out, here it comes. The 46 car is out after him now. Anthony Bear looking to become the first driver ever to win 4 national street stock titles. The 24 and also the 54 retire on lap number 13. Out of turn 4, down the main straight. It's the 1 car, out by only 0.8 of a second. Anthony Bear chasing him down. Back then to Lenny Bates. Robbie Foe is 4th. Bailey Heinrich, then Darren Giacometti. Behind them, it looks as though it could be Andy Maxwell Jr. It's going to be a race for attrition, I think. Back then to Mark Jennings, who slowed somewhat. Then Craig Buchanan, the next car. Neville Nitschke, Corey Sandow, Daryl Atkinson, and the veteran Kerry Weston at the tail of the field. It's a race in 2 as they come up to complete lap number 16. It's the national champion, Reese Heinrich. The margin now 0.5 of a second. Anthony Bear within 2-3 car lengths. Back to Lenny Bates. 4th place is still Robbie Foe. Out of turn 4, underneath the time clock. They're setting a cracking pace. They're doing 18-second laps. They haven't done that all weekend. They are now, and Reese Heinrich has to, because Anthony Bear has closed right up. Back in 3rd place is Lenny Bates. Robbie Foe in 4th. Bailey Heinrich, then Darren Giacometti. 7th place is Andy Maxwell Jr., then Mark Jennings. Corey Sandow comes underneath of Craig Buchanan to go into 9th place. But out in front, they've now done 18 laps, 22 to go, and Bear is close to 2 car lengths down into turn 3. They'll come out of Pitts Bend, nearly side by side now. It's Reese Heinrich, only just in front, nearing the halfway mark. Anthony Bear right with him. They're a mile in front now of Lenny Bates. Reese Heinrich is out in the car park, and Anthony Bear has hit the front. I've said that a few times over the years. The national champion, can he fight back? The answer at this point is no, and Anthony Bear has hit the front into the main straight at the halfway mark. 20 down and 20 to go. Heinrich looks to the inside. They go underneath the George Tandell stand, and Anthony Bear and Reese Heinrich level up yet again. Heinrich on the inside is back in front as they go into turn 3. 19 laps to go. Bear on the outside, Reese Heinrich the inside, and Reese Heinrich leads. He leads by 0.07 of a second. The national champion, Reese Heinrich, is not going to go without a fight. Back in front, back in 3rd place, it's Robbie Foe and Lenny Bates. Foe is on the boil as they come underneath the time clock. It's a race in two for the national title. Lenny Bates just in third place ahead of Robbie Foe. Right behind them is Bailey Heinrich and Darren Giacometti as Anthony Bear's back in front. Back around the outside, it's now Reece Heinrich back in front. They go up into turn 3. They're coming up on Kerry Weston as they come out of turn 4. 17 laps to go in the national final. And after a scare, he's got a 2-car length lead. Under Kerry Weston, they'll go in turn number 1 and 2. Back then to Lenny Bates in third place. Robbie Foe 4th. Bailey Heinrich in 5th. Darren Giacometti, and then back to the 132 car of Andy Maxwell Jr. Anthony Bear fights back again into the main straight, 16 to go in the national final. It's certainly look at me time for these two. He runs wide again. Anthony Bear's going to hit the front, is he? It's Heinrich and Bear down the back straight, putting on a classic final. Anthony Bear's back in front underneath the time clock. 15 laps to go. This is classic stuff. Bear and Heinrich across the line together. We got a car at the back of the field and spun in front of them. Heinrich dives to the inside, but Bear is now in front. They've got 2 lap cars to negotiate. Bear opens up a couple of car lengths lead. Back in third place, it's Lenny Bates. Still under pressure is Robbie Foe as now Heinrich goes into 4th as Robbie Foe is well and truly on the boil. Down into turn 1. Anthony Bear leads by 2 car lengths on Reece Heinrich. Underneath the lap cars they go. Robbie Foe is OUT out as they go up underneath the time clock. This time around there'll be 13 laps to go. The national champion, Reece Heinrich, has he got anything for Anthony Bear? The margin is out now to 0.9 of a second. Third place is Lenny Bates. Fourth place is Heinrich. Oh, and the national champion's out. The national champion's gone up in smoke, and Anthony Bear finds himself an absolute mile in front. Reece Heinrich is out. He's hit the fence, the steering's gone, and the national champion is not going to finish. Oh, and Lenny Bates is out. The wheel's fallen off. Lenny Bates is out. The wheel has come off. It's all happened here with 13 laps to go. Oh, my goodness. The wheel is going to come down and complete another lap. The wheel comes across the line and has only got 12 laps to go. As the full assembly has come off. Oh my goodness gracious, what a race. How about putting your hands together for Reece Heinrich and Anthony Bear? 10 of the best laps you're going to see in street stock racing. Anthony Bear has a commanding lead, or did. And my goodness gracious, he's got to fight off another Heinrich. Bailey Heinrich will find himself in second place. The 86 car, the younger brother of Reece, is now second. Darren Giacometti third. Andy Maxwell Jr. fourth. Corey Sandow is fifth. Mark Jennings, Craig Buchanan, Neville Nitschke and Kerry Weston are the only ones left. I said in the call it was going to be a race of attrition. He's out of the car, ladies and gentlemen. How about putting your hands together for Reece Heinrich, the defending champion? He hasn't won, but he has put in a blinder. Also out of the car, keep that noise going for Lenny Bates. What a drive by Lenny. Not to be his year. The wheel literally fell off on lap number 27. Holy smoke. He's got the helmet off, ladies and gentlemen. Put your hands together for him once again. Reece Heinrich, the outgoing champion. What a drive, but not to be. The lead changed hands multiple times. As you look down in turn 1, there is all the cars that are left, with Darren Giacometti and Craig Buchanan to join them.